Pridelines Gala success as executive director Victor Diaz Herman shocks audience in announcing his retirement. The gay community can be very sensitive to age issues, especially when you use the number 40. It can be drama and trauma-filled. But that was not at play this weekend when Pridelines celebrated their 40th anniversary with the Queer of Hearts Masquerade Ball. South Florida's oldest LGBTQ plus direct services agency held the star-studded event at the posh Coral Gables Country Club in Miami. The theme was a whimsical nod to the times we are living in. After all, this was the first direct face-to-face fundraising event since pandemic began in January 2020 for Pridelines. The Alice in Wonderland theme invites you to come down the rabbit hole and experience the importance of Pridelines World. Pridelines is home of the LGBTQ plus community center of Miami-Dade County, and one of its strongest and most important programs is for LGBTQ plus youth. The Masquerade Gala had multiple speakers talking about the efforts of the organization and how it is so vital to the levels of attack that are underway in Florida. A touching and motivational moment was when Executive Director Victor Diaz Herman, an anchor here at Queer News Tonight, moved the audience of the attacks coming from the State House to the governor's mansion. He advised the large crowd that the gala was short about $30,000 from their goal, and he began a humorous challenge to help. In increments of $500 to $3,000, the total was raised in less than 10 minutes. Queer of Hearts was supported by many sponsors, including Jim Terrell and Roger Thompson, AHF, JP Morgan, Chase, Gilead, One Medical, DLA Piper, Janssen, Johnson & Johnson, Ryder, Bacardi, Avita, Truist, Williamson Cadillac, and of course, Hotspots Magazine and Happening Out Television Network. A very poignant moment occurred when 15-year executive director Diaz Herman announced in tears he would be leaving his post and a national search would begin and be underway. He is the vice president of the famous Worth Media Group that includes Recommend Magazine. He will return to full-time service for his family business. Both his mother and grandmother, who run the business, were present and pledged sizable donations for his $30,000 final challenge. On behalf of everyone here at Queer News Tonight, we congratulate Pridelines for their incredible role of enhancing and valuing our LGBTQ plus youth, and especially congratulations to Victor Diaz Herman for his decades-long service to the LGBTQ plus community. It was a fun evening. I was there. You see the picture, we're showing it, of the real character, which was in a blonde wig.
Do blondes have more fun?
That looked good, by the way.
It was awesome. People were like, I went up to Todd Del May and he was like, what? Like, he just was like, what is going on? You're blonde. It was so much fun to be Alice. And what a beautiful space that country club is.
Beautiful.
Oh my God, it was so gorgeous. And I love that a lot of people brought their moms to this beautiful gala. We were blessed to sit at Dan Rios' table, and Dan also brought his mom. And I just thought that was so beautiful and touching. But you know who was super emotional the whole night? Victor.
Yeah.
Like, even before he got on the stage, he was already sniffling. Like, you could just tell. I mean, that's his baby. 15 years out.
15 years. The country club was just right down the street from the Biltmore Hotel, very famous landmark in Coral Gables. It's the first time I've been to the Pridelines Gala, and it was interesting to me because its specialization is for LGBT youth, and to do a black tie masquerade ball for LGBT youth, I thought was interesting, but it was bittersweet. Victor speaking and talking about what he's doing. He's leaving on the 23rd for 6 months. He's going to go on sabbatical for 6 months with his husband. He's going to Mont Tremblant, an hour and a half north of Montreal, to spend Christmas and New Year's, and then they're going to be traveling all over Europe for 6 months, and when they come back, the installation of the new executive director, and he returns to being full-time at Worth Media, and we certainly thank him for all of the efforts. Prideline is really important, and I also remind everybody, the reason why this was important is our 501c3s, I know all of us here are involved in 501c3s in one way or another, they took it on the chin. Yeah. And we're just seeing the wounds starting to heal in December of 22. It's been a really tough couple of years since the pandemic began in January of 2020. So it's lovely to see something like this because it's so deserved, and people should enjoy themselves, and they should get out and have fun, even if you're wearing a blonde wig.
Hey! And it had been their first big fundraiser, like you said, since the beginning of COVID. That's been years, folks.
Yes.
Oh, and you know one other person that we should recognize? It's called Teresa Watt.
Oh, yes.
She came as
the rabbit.
The rabbit.
Yeah.
He looked
Complaining
amazing.
about that hat every second of the way.
So
And when she turned around, I put a cottontail on her. She didn't even notice that. Oh, let me tie this up. Yeah, no problem. Let me put a tail on you. Damn it.
Yeah,
so there was the hair and the hair.
Yeah, America's learning how difficult it is to be standing next to or sitting next to Faye Watt.
Like you? Like you do?
Where did Faye go? Congratulations.
Congratulations,
Victor,
Pridelines.
Seriously, and Pridelines. Yeah.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ plus community.